All right, I got a special video for you. This is like cutting edge, like top secret video for you today. This is a video that I'm not even supposed to release. Well, it's okay, I actually got permission, but this is actually on the forefront. Is that the right word? This is going to be released next week at NAMM, and I'm doing a video now. This is a new Ohana TKGL-20, wait for it, Guitarlele. Hi, I'm Terry Carter, and welcome to Ukulele to Pros. If you're into Guitarlele, and you know that I have Guitarlele tutorials here on YouTube, I have Guitarlele courses at ukulele-to-pros.com. I got Guitarlele mini courses. I got Guitarlele Q&As live every week with my premium members, beginning, intermediate. I know a lot about Guitarleles, all of them. Ohana just sent me this one. This is the brand new to them. So if you're into Guitarleles, this is a spot for you. Make sure to subscribe and turn on that bell notification. By the way, this one is mine. So full disclaimer, I am an Ohana dealer. I do like Ohana a lot. And they did send this to me to do this review for. I have not paid for this view. So I literally just got this thing out, tuned it up. I'm going to give you my honest, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to let you hear it. You can actually tell me what you think. Leave some comments below. I will eventually have these in the store, but like I said, they're not even released yet at the time of this video because NAMM is next week, and that's when they're going to showcase these. So you're getting a sneak peek into something very, very special. Let me play for you. We're going to talk about this a little bit. So the Guitarlele is something that's becoming more and more popular. That's why you see so many more brands now jumping into the Guitarlele market. And I have a lot of them. I've had most of them just been given to me because people want me to check them out, give them my thoughts, do videos and stuff like that on them. I play the Aloha Guitarlele. One of my favorites, Romero's Creation Guitarlele is great. The Kanalea Guitarlele is great. I mean, there's all of them out there. But now Ohana has stepped into the game, and let me just show you what it is. You can tell me what you think, and then I'll tell you a little bit about my opinions at the end. Okay. But what I like about this, and solid mahogany top. And to be honest with you, I don't even really know that. I think I remember them saying that. But if I'm looking at this top compared to the sides and back, this to me looks like solid. It's actually a very nice piece of wood. So solid mahogany top. You got the binding, but then you have the laminate. You can really kind of tell the difference in the wood grain from the top, right? Kind of the more natural, and then to the laminate here on the sides. Still pretty, just different. And then also the back there, so all the laminate and mahogany, but the nice solid. It's actually a really pretty piece of a mahogany there. All right, disclaimer here a little bit. Guitarleles in general are tuned A to A, meaning A, D, G, C, E, and A again. So it's like an ukulele. The bottom four strings of ukulele, G, C, E, and A, except it adds two strings, the D and the A. That's traditional, and that's how I teach my Guitarlele. Now, disclaimer for this one is that this one is actually tuned right now E to E. Okay, so they sent me the wrong strings. They had the wrong strings put on. So this is actually tuned like a guitar, which is E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, but I didn't want it to stop me from doing this video because that's not so much the difference. You're just going to sound a little bit kind of lower sounding because that guitar is tuned a little bit lower, right, than a Guitarlele. All right, just wanted to let you know. All right, let me do a little bit more playing, then we'll talk about the rest of this thing. All right, we'll stop it there. Just a little fingerstyle piece I wrote. Actually, wrote it on guitar and did it here. Part of my meditatio fingerstyle pieces. All right, let's go to the rest of this. Again, tell me what you think. Comment below. What do you think of the sound? Right? What do you think of the look? All that kind of stuff. All right, so we got this mahogany neck. Oh, by the way, this has all satin finish, kind of a smooth satin finish. You got the nice geared open tuners here. You got a little bit of a bigger headstock here to support the extra tuners. Right, just Ohana ukulele, this says there. Nut saddle. This is probably, you know, I don't know what this wood is, to be honest. It could be a rosewood. It could just be like a hardwood. We'll have to eventually, when we find out. It's a Saturday, so I can't call Ohana and find out. But we'll do that. And this was probably a perloid inlay. And I'm just saying that because I know the Ohana stuff. And a lot of times, it actually does look like rosewood, to be honest with you. This bridge looks like rosewood to me. What do you think? Let me know below. Anyway, couple things that you want to watch for the Guitarlele, okay? Right here, this is a big thing right here. This is a width right here at the nut. And this one is actually a little under 2 inches. It's like 1 7/8 inch, so it's a little under 2 inches. You want it as wide as possible. Most like the Koloha, the Remote Creation, the Guitarlele, they are 2 inches there, which is what you want, because when you add the extra 2 strings, you need extra space for your hands, right? And sometimes some of them are 1 3/4 inch, and those are just too small. Especially for my hands, they get cramped. So 1 7/8, so not bad. I would have liked to see maybe 2 inches, but that's not too bad. What I do like about it is that, I guess I'm kind of giving you a little bit of my review, just because it's probably hard for you. It's got a nice, pretty low profile neck right here. So a lot of these Guitarleles come out and they have pretty thick necks, and more like a classical guitar would be. This one is actually, it's kind of in between. It's not like a classical guitar, but it's not as thin as electric, so it's kind of in between. So it's not bad. I like it actually. It's got that satin finish that makes it nice and smooth. All right, I guess that's it. Oh, tenor size, that's really important. Tenor body, tenor scale length. So what I mean by that is 17 inches from the nut to the saddle, just like a tenor ukulele is. Tenor size body, okay? Tenor size body. And the reason why I mention that is because some of the Guitarleles, the Guitarlele, the Pono, the Caramel, the Lanakai, they're actually baritone sizes or baritone scales. So what that means is instead of having the 17 inches here, you got the 20 inches. So it actually adds 3 inches. So it's cool as far as it gives you a little bit more spacing in between the frets for those, but they're also long. They're also a lot bigger. It almost feels more like a guitar when you're playing it. So anyway, it's tenor size, and that's what I like. I like the tenor size Guitarleles because it still feels like an ukulele in that sense with the 2 extra strings, but it's easier to hold and easier to play to me than some of the bigger ones. But that's just my personal choice. All right, let me do something else, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it. I'll give you my opinion again. Let me know what you think of the sound, the look, everything that I'm saying here. All right, real quick on this guitar tuning. Because we're an E to E tuning, it's going to sound a little lower than I would say most Guitarleles that I use to tune 8A. So to me, it sounds a little bit more flabby sounding when I'm doing kind of these chords. If you notice, I actually move my hand back because when you strum over here, you get a little bit more of the brightness. You get a little bit more trebly when you're strumming here. So we do have to keep that in mind. If this was tuned 8A, remember that's tuned up, right? So if we're in E, like the guitar, and you tune it up to A, right? E, F, G, A. You're actually tuning it up. So you're adding more tension to the instrument, add more tension to the strings, and that's going to give you a little bit of a tighter sound. So I think that some of that would get cleaned up with the A to A. Now, why don't I just tune this up to A? Well, I probably could, but you gotta remember, here's the deal. A to A tuning is a lot of tension on an instrument, okay, when you're tuning up the A. So you're going to have strings that have a little bit of a lower tension because you're really going to crank them up. And so these E to E probably have a little bit higher tension. So I could probably crank it up. It's going to get tight, and plus they're not made for it. So that's why Ohana was like, we're going to send you a different set of strings for A to A tuning. All right. But again, like I said, I'm going to keep it just for this video. I want to get this out, let you see about this. So, all right, tell me your thoughts. What do you think of it so far? What do you think of it? Let me tell you my thoughts. And again, I play a lot of these guitarleles. I have a lot of them in my store. I will carry these once they're available after NAMM, even though this one is mine. I like, it's light. I like that. I like, obviously, like I mentioned, the tenor body, the tenor scale lengths. I like that a lot. I like the solid top. If it was only laminate, like the sides and back are, you're going to get a little bit, you're not going to get that, like, so much kind of resonance with the instrument. So what happens is this laminate is going to give you a little bit more, less, like I said, resonance, less warmth almost as well. But it's going to, at least it balances out a little bit having a solid top. So that's the plus. I would like to see an all solid body, but the problem is, not the problem, but the issue would be what happens to the price, right? The prices. So for what this price point is, which I don't know exactly right now, I think is a great instrument for the price point, right? If you compare it to the Aloha, if you compare it to the Ramirez Creation, kind of like, well, it's not the same comparison if you're comparing a $800, $900, $1,400 instrument to a, I don't know, $150, $200 instrument, whatever these go for, right? So you got to compare what it is and what they were trying to achieve. They're trying to achieve accessibility, coming into the market as a guitarlele player, having one that's great to play, easy to travel with, that kind of stuff. In that sense, I think it's a great instrument, and I do like the solid top. I like the neck length. I would have liked to have seen it 2 inches, just a little lot bigger, but the 1 7/8 isn't bad. It actually feels pretty good. The action is a hair higher, even though Ohana does a great job. They actually set up everything themselves, which I like. I would have a little bit of a lower action for me here, and maybe just a hair more at the nut. I mean, that's something that can be fixed, but that's what I would do. Yeah, I mean, just, and again, I would prefer to have it the A to A tuning, because I do think when you're strumming these C chords here, it can be a little kind of flabby sounding, but I think that would get cleaned up when you're doing the A to A. Right, but I think it sounds, right? It's a little bit bassier sounding because of that. So anyway, this is the Ohana TKGL-20. Let me know what you think. Put a comment below. Again, this is just kind of my general review of it, my opinion and my first impressions with it. First getting it out of the box, tuned up, and playing it here. Basically, what you heard is what the first time I've heard a lot of this stuff as well. So anyway, pretty cool though, overall. I like it. The Guitarlele, I think it's going to be a great price point and a great way to get into the Guitarlele market. The Ohana TKGL-20. At some point, you can get these up at my store, store.ukulelethepros.com. Thanks for being here. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll see you later.